Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you to Lisa Nelson and your entire team for everything you do at ALEC. For more than 50 years now, this organization has stood for a simple, powerful idea that limited government, free markets, and individual liberty are the indispensable principles that built this country, and that the states lead the way in preserving them. I wish I could be with you tonight in person. Please forgive me. My White House team and I are working hard to help President Trump continue to implement the most ambitious agenda this country has seen in a generation. And can I just say, this really is a special year to be speaking to you all. As we mark America's 250th birthday, there's a lot to celebrate. 250 years ago, a small group of patriots stood up to the most powerful empire on earth and fought for the right to self-governance. That uncompromising American spirit is exactly what built this country, and it is exactly what is roaring back to life right now in state capitals across the nation. Because of the work happening in this room, the work of ALEC and the state legislators who carry these ideas home, and because of all this administration has been able to do in Washington, we are seeing real, tangible results for the American people. Historic tax cuts that are letting families and small businesses keep more of what they earn. We are witnessing an American manufacturing and energy renaissance with new investment being built right here in America instead of overseas. Reforms to our education system that put parents and students back in charge, and a serious and sustained fight against the waste, fraud, and abuse that has drained trust in government for far too long. None of that happens without the work of the states, and none of it happens without ALEC. This administration is committed to defending free markets, limited government, and individual liberty, so it's a tremendous honor, and I'm very humbled to accept the Iron Lady Award. This is inspired by the original Iron Lady, the great Margaret Thatcher, a woman who governed with a backbone of steel and a clarity of purpose that this world, frankly, could use a lot more of. It honors women in public service who share those qualities, tough, uncompromising, and clear-eyed about what it takes to defend freedom. And I recognize that I am in extraordinary company tonight. Past recipients of this award include state legislators, congressional leaders, and foreign heads of state who have stood up for these same principles. And of course, my two fellow Floridians, former Lieutenant Governor Jeanette Nunez and Senator Ashley Moody. Now, as proud as I am to accept this award, I have to be honest with you about something. As some of you know, the President recently nominated Danny Perez to be our country's ambassador to Brazil. I know Florida did not exactly sign off on this talent, but when the President wants the best, we try to get the best, and Danny absolutely meets that definition, and I'm proud to call him a very dear friend. So, Florida, I apologize. Washington's gain is your loss, and we should all be picking our dates on a calendar to go visit him. All jokes aside, Danny is a first-generation Cuban American raised in Miami-Dade County and is the perfect person to represent our country in South America. And that story is really the story of this moment and the second Trump administration. The best people, the best ideas, the most innovation, and the most determined leaders keep coming out of our states. It's not an accident, because here's the truth. In this first year of President Trump's second term, we've delivered historic wins, but we'd be foolish to think the fight is over. It's most definitely not. Look what's happening in places like New York and Colorado, where the old, discredited promises of socialism are rearing their heads all over again. As Baroness Thatcher herself said, if you just set out to be liked, you'll be prepared to compromise on anything at any time and will have achieved nothing. When it comes to socialism, there truly is no room for compromise. We don't manage its failures gently. We defeat its ideas plainly and without apology. And that is why ALEC matters precisely so much right now. With so much attention being paid to federal officials, I think it's important to recognize where the real work gets done, and that's among the people of ALEC in the states. My own professional journey has shown me that over and over again. ALEC members have been essential in promoting and defending free markets, limited government, and individual liberty in the face of bureaucratic overreach, year after year and state by state. As state legislators, no one is closer to the people you serve. You see firsthand in your own communities what happens when government power runs amok, and you see firsthand the benefits when it doesn't. We need your input. We need your strength. We need you to keep leading America into this golden age of prosperity and freedom, because it is in the states, not just in Washington, where the next 250 years of American history will be written. So please, don't hesitate to reach out to me or our White House team. The door is open. We need your partnership and counsel every step of the way. I'm deeply grateful for ALEC and the support this administration has received from you and from states across the country. Your guidance and your leadership have been invaluable, and they will continue to be as we build an America worthy of her next 250th birthday and everything that comes after that. Thank you again to Lisa and everybody at ALEC for this incredible honor. I look forward to continuing to work alongside each of you and alongside President Trump to make America great again. Thank you so much.